Join us on this episode of Our Ranch Adventures as we pour concrete for the new shop. All right, so we're getting ready to pour some concrete. Our contractor dropped off the rebar and the forms, and in the morning he's going to show back up with the skid steer. He's going to bring in a dump truckload of sand to put underneath the slab, and then he's going to start digging the beams and getting everything prepped. It looks like today is Sunday. Looks like we're doing this pour on Friday, as long as we don't get any rain or anything. If we get any rain, then this pad turns into grease alcaca. So, and that's not good for anybody. So
no, it's not good for anyone.
So as long as we don't get any rain between now and Friday, it looks like we should have a slab poured on Friday. So pretty exciting, making steps forward. And then it doesn't sound like it'll be too long after the slab is poured and cured that we can go ahead and bring the building guys in and they can start throwing up the shop. So exciting times out here at our ranch.
Yep, last time you'll see the pad look like that.
Yep. All right, so when our contractor Jason came out and looked at the pad after we had the pad constructed, he suggested that we put a layer of sand on there since it was basically a clay pad. And the reason for the sand is that it helps with drainage, but it also prevents the slab from cracking as the clay expands and contracts.
All right, so we are out here. Today they come with concrete, but they have made the forms, put in the rebar, got the weather protective barrier out there, a moisture protector barrier. We are ready to go. The sun is shining, the birds are singing. It's a good day to create a shop pad. Pretty exciting. Here's the front porch to the shop. So we'll have a little covered awning over the front porch. And then you'll be able to sit here, check out the cabin, check out the pond. Look at that, isn't it pretty today? Love it, love it, love it. Tell us about what happens when the concrete truck comes.
We're gonna turn it around in here, back it up right in here. We're gonna put a little water in it, put it on that trough and shoot it over to the other side and get it down, screed it, bull float it.
How long does all that take?
Oh, it's gonna take us a little while.
How many trucks does it take? Just one?
Three.
Three trucks?
3 trucks.
So like how many cubic yards or what, how does that go?
It's 30 yards.
30 yards?
30 yards.
Cool, cool.
3 10-yard loads.
All right, and it looks like you have an awesome crew here today. Everyone's ready to go. So everyone has a different job that they're doing when it happens?
Yes, ma'am.
Yep.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, cool.
If you're in East Texas and you need a concrete slab, give Jason a call. He was amazing to work with.
So another thing we learned during this concrete process is about beams. And on the concrete pad, what they call beams are deeper troughs that are cut around the edges of the concrete pad. And then there's also one down the middle of this particular concrete pad. And that gives the concrete extra structure, strength, and support for the building. So I never realized that those had to be incorporated into a concrete pad. I just thought it was a flat pad on there. I may be an idiot and all of you may have known that, but hey, I learned something new, so I wanted to share.
And the building company that we use actually provided all the specs for the concrete company to use. And so their recommendation was 12-inch beams. So there's that 12-inch beam that goes all around the perimeter that Sean was just describing.
They also recommended a minimum of a 4-inch slab. Now this slab, it was supposed to be 4 inches, but it ended up being a little bit thicker than 4 inches, which is better for us, not so good for our concrete guy. Because as you'll see later on, we said that we were going to need he said earlier that he needed 3 truckloads. He ended up needing what they called a kicker, which was they needed a little bit more concrete at the very end on the porch. So that was because the slab ended up being slightly thicker than 4 inches.
Having never seen the process before, we found it to be super interesting and really fascinating to watch. Everybody worked together really strong as a team, and it was just really, really enjoyable.
I gotta say, it made my back hurt watching those guys bend over and work like that.
When the concrete comes out, man, they are feverishly working to get it spread out super fast. So I don't know how these guys do it in the middle of the summer, because it was only like 80 degrees this day, and I can't imagine what it would be like when it's 110 outside.
Oh, we were sweating just watching
right?
All right, truck number 2. It's pretty exciting to watch, actually. These guys are really good. It's a great skill.
So in our quest for knowledge on building this concrete pad, we also discovered that an important accessory or addition to the concrete pad would be something called a sheet ledge, also known as a rat guard. And basically it's like a small step around the perimeter of the pad. And what that does is allows the sheet metal from the building to drop down inside that step on the pad and prevents little openings that would allow mice, rats, bugs, and even water intrusion, dirt, mud, things like that from coming up underneath the sheet metal into the shop. So if you're ever putting up a metal building, that's one thing that you want to consider or look into anyway.
Why is our pad?
And right here in this shot, you can see the concrete pouring into the beam on the edge of the slab.
He's coughing that noise. Order more.
So it was at this moment in time we realized, holy cow, crap is getting real. We're about to have a shop on our property.
Yeah, pretty awesome. I mean, you've wanted a shop for forever, and so to see it finally come into fruition It's pretty exciting.
It is pretty cool to see it all coming together, and we've got a lot to plan out yet.
We meaning you.
Like we've got a lot to plan out yet. Like electrical, lighting. We need to pick what lighting we're going to put in there. We're going to put a ceiling fan in there probably to
I love how
circulate
you
some air.
keep saying we, because you told me I can't have any in your shop.
Oh, but you somehow confiscated like 25% of my building. So that makes it we.
Okay.
Your 25% and my 75%, which will probably end up being like 50%.
So you've heard that, y'all. He is surrendering 25% to me.
Not willingly. I'm just saying what you're going to end up taking for your additional storage, Christmas lights, blah, blah, blah. You know how that happens. It's the wife tax.
The point is, it's real, and you're getting a shop, and that's super exciting.
Yeah. So if you got any recommendations for shop lighting or anything like that, electrical, ceiling fan, yay or nay, ventilation, hey, please drop that in the comments. We would love to hear what you have to say. It was amazing to us how quickly the concrete set up to the point where the guys could walk on it and actually begin the finishing process of smoothing everything out and making it perfectly level and smooth. The only thing that would have been better, made this better at this point, is if Brexton was out here and we could have put his little handprint in the concrete.
It was pretty amazing how fast the day went. From the time the first concrete truck arrived to the time that Jason started pulling the forms was only 4 hours.
Oh,
So I really like how they cut the doors in. I think that looks really good. I'm really happy with this slab.
yeah, Jason and his crew did an amazing job.
Fantastic. Super guys to work with.
They worked hard. That was a lot of intense work. Pretty cool. So this will be for the door that goes from like the little family area to the shop. This will be the back door going out to where the implements are. Here's the third door. Looks pretty good though, huh?
Yep.
Pretty soon that'll be a big metal building.
If you like this content, please smash that like button and subscribe. And as always, go have an adventure of your own. Thanks for watching. We were really nervous about clearing all these trees and stuff. And it really opened up a lot of light and a lot of scenery that we couldn't see before because we were so closed in. And we really like how it's opened up everything and made it lighter, and it's just amazing. You can see the stars out here at night where we could just see a little box before. Now you can see a lot more of the sky, the blue sky during the day, the sunshine. It's absolutely fantastic. So super happy so far. Looking forward to the next steps.